video, I talk more about the theoretical foundation for your semester project and how writing integrates with your social and visual media work. Regardless of the media you are working with, writing is always going to be a central part of your workflow. Effective communication relies on your ability to write clearly so your readers can understand and be persuaded by your arguments. Let us take a closer look. Sentences are the basic building blocks of your text. Effective sentences will usually have a high verb-to-word ratio. Use concrete verbs and nouns, avoid prepositional phrases, and adopt an active voice to express your message clearly. A sentence should only express one point. A paragraph is a collection of sentences that expresses one main idea. Use paragraphs to group information that belongs together. You often want to begin each new paragraph with a topic sentence that forecasts or summarizes the content to come. Similarly, it is helpful to end with a summary sentence to wrap everything up. Include only information that is relevant to the topic sentence and arrange your sentences in a logical order. You should avoid making your paragraphs too long. Break up long paragraphs or reconsider whether you can simplify things by cutting down on the number of sentences. When you have space to work with, such as in the web page and video assignments, consider using short conjunctional sentences to improve the flow of your text if necessary. Avoid jargon and pompous language in your writing. You write to express, not to impress. Do follow the conventions of your profession or discourse community, but strive for effectiveness and clarity in your communication above all else. In print communication, visuals act as rhetorical aids meant to complement the text. Their function is to further the rhetorical aim of your text, and should never be used indiscriminately. In short, visuals serve primarily to illustrate and explain the text, not the other way around. Depending on the information you seek to illustrate, you may choose to use tables, charts, graphs, diagrams, photos, drawings, or film. Do make sure you choose the appropriate type of illustration for your content, and always strive to make your illustrations simple and easy to understand for your readers. When using visuals to illustrate your text, there are some ethical considerations as well. Label your illustrations with descriptive titles, and remember to give credit to the source. Needless to say, illustrations should never be used to mislead your audience or to bolster or cover up weak arguments. When you are communicating visually, as you are in this course, the relationship between text and visuals is reversed. The visuals now take center stage, and the text serves as illustration and explanation. How you integrate text into your work depends on the media you are working with. In the social media image project for this class, you only have a few words per photo to work with. For the web and video projects, you have a lot more text at your disposal. But in each case, your text has a different rhetorical work to perform. More on this in just a moment. A key element in all technical communication is persuasion. For your media artifacts to be successful, they must ultimately convince your viewers that you have credibility and that your ideas have merit and can actually solve their problems in a satisfactory manner. Rhetoric is called the art of persuasion, and good technical communicators know how to use all the available modes of persuasion to their advantage. Think about your communication challenge as a three-stage campaign where you utilize a different rhetorical mode at each stage to achieve a big end goal. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle named the rhetorical modes of persuasion for pathos, logos, and ethos. Pathos is the appeal to the audience's emotions. The word sympathy and empathy comes from this Latin word. Your social media post project is primarily an appeal to pathos, designed to grab your audience's attention and draw them in. After seeing your Spark post project, your audience should want to know more. Logos is the appeal to logic and reason. In technical communication, logos is normally invoked to provide support for your thesis through facts and empirical data. Your web page project is mainly an appeal to logos. It must present your audience with all the facts and arguments you want to make. After reading your web page, your audience should know all the relevant facts and have a thorough understanding of the problem and solution you are communicating to them. Ethos is the appeal to authority. Your ethos as a communicator is critically important. It determines whether your audience believe what you have to say and ultimately are moved to take action. Your video project appeals to ethos by projecting your credibility onto your audience. You utilize your ethos, for example, by speaking directly to your audience in your own voice, and also through the validity of your facts and arguments that you have established in the previous project. After viewing your video, your audience should ideally be moved to take the action that you prescribe or recommend. You now have a better understanding of the role of rhetoric and writing in technical communication. Over the next few weeks, you will practice communicating through different mediums, utilizing different rhetorical strategies and appeals. The ultimate goal is to produce a multimodal information campaign that addresses your communication challenge in the most rhetorically effective way possible. Thanks for watching and good luck.